Today it is the 15th of November. It's the last game of the season. I am hopeful that we get some budgets in this video today. I have no idea what the board is willing to give me for the next season. We were not too long ago struggling financially to even say we had a good time. We actually somehow managed to lose about 30 to 70 grand in the last couple of months, which is not ideal. I made a sale for that reason. My wage budget's also gone up a bit because, well, I signed some new players to their new contracts because I wanted to keep them around, hoping to make some money off them eventually in the future. Clearly, there's not a lot of money in this country or this division, so we're going to have to be very smart with our business going forward. That being said, I still don't know where the money's being spent off to. I assume it's most of the wages, given that we are, well, we're a bit over the wage budget right now. About £300. It's only about £400, which doesn't sound like a lot. It actually is enough for one or two players, really. I still don't know where we can say we can go for. I'd like to say that potentially we can get a wage budget of 9 grand next year. And even then, I'm just being optimistic. I don't know what to expect. We've had a few games since we last met as well, so let's go over those games. Since we lost 2-0 to Damallsvenskan, we took on Vextro and drew 2-2 against them. They've had a horrible second end of the season, and the fact we were 2-0 down until the first 13 minutes and then came back to draw 2-2 probably sums up their season. Wasn't our best game either, to be honest with you, and we were very lucky to get anything out of it at all, as far as I was concerned. And then the next game was a 3-0 defeat against Malmo. They are looking to win the title this year. Our goalkeeper is having a nightmare season, as far as I'm concerned. And we've actually not been particularly great since we met either, because our 4-1 win against Norrköping is the only win we've had since we last met. Not great, and I really hope we can do better going forward. But our next game was a 1-0 draw at AIK, a team that we earlier this season drew 4-4 against, because their goalkeeper had a howler. This time, there was no howlers from their goalkeeper. It was one of those things. And the last game we had was a 1-1 draw against Petir. Maya has been particularly poor again. It was actually a mistake from her that let them get the equalizer. It's all the more annoying now when you see what has happened since we last met, because we're now in 5th. Petir have been relegated despite not losing the last 5 games. They drew the last 3, including us, so yay. Elfsborg could survive, but they need a 6-goal swing in their favour for Linköping to not survive. But Paikkinen could still end up in the relegation playoffs, which is saying a lot. Apparently, there was also a headline saying that relief for Elfsborg because they survived. No, they haven't survived. They've literally just qualified for the relegation playoffs, and they need Linköping to lose to get them anything. And even then, they need a big win in their estimation. Vika Häcken are now top of the table. Malmo were at one point really good, and then they just dropped 5 points in the last 2 games. Häcken won both their games, so now they're top. We're in 5th place, though. I think it's the highest position I've been in any position since I last met. Maybe it was last time we were in 4th place as well. I don't know, but this is our best run. We've only won 1 of the last 5, but AIK have not won any their games. Vaxlo still haven't won a game in the second half of the season. It is quite incredible when you look at this, because wowzers, that is bad. How on earth can it be so bad? Also, Petir and Elfsborg are in the top 6. And they're in the bottom 2. It's incredible, really, when you think about it. Just how bad some teams have been in the second half of the season. First half of the season, suddenly makes a lot more sense why some teams are there. But, Vextro, what the hell have you done? It is one of the biggest collapses I've ever seen. They had a 6-point lead at the top of the table going into the second half of the season. And they've completely bottled it. They've only picked up 3 points in 13 matches. That is relegation candidate form. It is, quite frankly, one of the most impressive bottlings I've seen in a long time. They've literally not won a single game in their last 13 matches. They've finished their season. They've lost their last 5 matches. If I was in their position, I would pull my hair out. I really would be. It is one of the greatest bottlings in a very long time. And the worst part is, they're only 13 points off the title now. It probably would be 16 or something, or 14 points. But it's still not like they're that far off. They just had a horror end to the season. It's incredible. It really is. But yes, this is the table right now. And we have a chance to finish in 4th. But we rely on Hamby losing. We can also fall down as low as 6th. Honestly, if you gave me a top 6 finish at the beginning of the season, I would have taken it. I'm also happy we're not really competing for a championship. BK Hacken and Malmo can take the title either way. One of the two teams will win the title potentially. It does rely on Hacken losing and Malmo winning. Jewel Gardens can finish in 3rd, as can Hammerby. So both those teams are trying to get themselves on the top 3 again. And we can still get up into 4th place. AIK can still get into 5th place, so we're the only team that can do that against them. Vaxo can still finish bottom half. Rosengard are the team we take on, so Rosengard have lost their last 3 matches. So suddenly we could be the team that denies Vaxo a top half finish. It is incredible. Norrköping can still get into 8th place. Kristianstad can't finish lower than 11th because Bomberpikeinen just won their last game against Vaxo. So yeah, it's quite frankly incredible. These are the games. And yeah, this is the last 2 games that's happened. Elfsborg and Petir. Elfsborg just needed to win. And they could have secured survival. Because Linkoping and Bomberpikeinen could not both finish above them if they won. But they didn't. They only drew. So this is the last round of games. Jewel Gardens, Norrköping, Hammarby, AIK. So this is why I think Hammarby can actually be cool. Kristianstad take on BK Hacken. So it's kind of a stretch to ask BK Hacken to lose a game. Linkoping take on Malmo. So Linkoping honestly could bottle it and could be destroyed in their game. Well, we host Rosengard. So I truly think a top 5 finish is the bare minimum at this point, given our opponents. But you never know. It could be one of those situations where things go against us. And given how things have been, you can never be too certain at this point. By the way, our defense has been so bad this year. It is ridiculous. If we fix that next year, we might be able to say we can win a title, or at least be higher up, because this is gonna be painful to look at this. We've conceded 20 more goals than our XG suggests we should have done. We have scored 7 more goals, but the XG is saying that we should only be conceding 26 goals, and we should be top. Is very frustrating. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that really. We should have 4 more points too, but that's neither here nor there. But this is going to be my team for the last game of the season. Maya, despite having a really bad run of them and having one of the worst faces you ever see, is starting a goal. There's literally... I feel like now I know that's a position to strengthen for next year. We need a new goalkeeper. I've decided that is a thing we need to improve on. And even my backroom staff out there said, yeah, we need to strengthen the goalkeeping position. So happy days. Wallström, Becker, Korte, and Miettinen are the backline. Matson has been a good addition. She is starting in the DM position. Nygren and Goldman start in midfield. Branston and Larson are starting the wings, though Larson has been pretty poor as of late, so I might actually just get rid of her at some point. Despite the fact she's got 11 goals and 6 assists, and Robertson has come into form in recent times for goals, she starts up front. Bardersen, Markland. Now, Markland is starting on the bench because we've literally got injuries galore. Anderson, Lehmann, Backstrom, Astrom, Ankov, Jonsson, and Holmgren are on the bench. So, yeah, we've got a few injuries. It's not ideal. Forker is out. I forgot to mention she got an ACL injury, a torn ACL, so that's why she's not been seen for a while. Bogar's got a moderate knee ligament sprain. Solon is out. She has got a torn calf muscle, out for another 5 weeks to 2 months, so that's why she's been out of action for a bit. And Trumich, I believe, is still injured. Yeah, she's still injured for another 8 days to 2 weeks due to a abdominal strain. So that's why she's not starting either. She's on a non-contract still this entire time. I've just not given her a new contract, so maybe I should have done that. But either way, this is the team. I hope we can win. That being said, this is our last game of the season. Starting in 5th place, we can finish in 5th place, or as in 4th, or in 6th. It's one of 3 positions we can finish in. They're going for a 4-2-3-1 compared to our 4-3-3. I actually turned down the Kristianstad job as well at one point, which is saying a lot about myself. I think at this stage in time that we got another job offer, or interview offer, and they were in Europe, so they've had to do that. we got BK Häcken in the Champions League now, and we got Hammarby in the Euro Cup this year. I'm going to talk about this while this game starts, but I noticed that was a thing. So it's interesting to see how that works, and I would like to get into Champions League at some point in the very near future, because I know that is the long-term goal, is to, one, get into it, and then to win the damn thing. But I like to think that eventually we can just get ourselves in a position where we can just do well in Europe and then win competitions of that ilk. It is the long-term goal, is to win that competition with Umeå and Umeå, and we need to do that 100%. Okay, so we've got a highlight here. Miettinen plays across to find Nygren. Good pass to find her. Larsson, Brandström, Mattsson can play it out wide. Does so to Forsström. Can cut inside and pass it. She might need to pass it back. Does find Nygren. On back, ball back to Forsström. Plays across. And it's a goal for Robertson. We lead. This is perfect. She's going to get a goal bonus now. I think it's 10 goals she needed. Just one goal away from that. And we do lead inside the first 80 minutes. This is nice. I've actually not seen us win a lot since we last met. And I've mostly played all my games before I started this recording too. But that's a bit lucky. I'm not sure if it's actually on purpose what Branson did there. But if it is, that's a great pass. You can see at the top of corner now, AIK are winning their game against Hammarby. So we are actually going to 4th place because of goal difference as things stand. And the thing is with goal, is it goal difference that does this, or is it results between teams? I don't think we could go above Hammarby. No, we would be fine. But here is Carr. Oh dear. Oh, good save. Maya's actually made a save. Happy days. But yeah, we're actually going to be in 4th as things stand, which is great. So BK Häcken have taken the net gains, so they are going to win the league as things stand, which is amazing when you think about the fact they lost their first 2 games. Only picked up a single point in their first 3, so nice recovery. And the fact that they won the Euro Cup as well means that they have got ahead and pretty much won every trophy apart from the Swedish Cup, which we beat in the final of. So that's nice, but we did have a chance and missed it. And we get the ball back. Is it going to be something we can keep hold of? Yes, it is. Robertson loses out, but gets tackled. Here is Brandström. Might go for goal herself, does. And Lesnick Murphy denies. So, as things stands, and I just realised, Forsström got the assist, not Brandström, so that's fine. As things stand, though, we are going to be finishing in 4th place because of goal difference. That is very, very good. AIK are doing us a massive favour right now, and if we don't win, if we draw, we actually finish in 6th place if we start to fall off the pace a little bit. And we need to keep the pace up. So Mama are now 2-0 up. And I've just seen AIK are now 2-0 up as well. So we've got a chance to make it 2-0 ourselves. It would be nice to have the buffer. Not the best delivery there. Here's Branson goes for goal. Just over. All right. It's an opportunity to make sure this is going to be in our possession, though. And I want this second goal. I need a second goal desperately. Nygren. If nothing else, we're definitely a top half team this year as we allow this. She's offside. She's clearly off. Surely not. Thank you for saving that. But apparently she's not offside. I thought she was. That's kind of ridiculous that she was not offside there. And also, bad defender from us. It's Corto now on the ball. We can buy it for 11 grand, but I don't think we have the money. I don't think we'll have the money for the season generally. But here's Larsson. Good run. Well done. Decent your player. Goes for goal. Okay, I don't mind that. I would like to pass at the end of it, but I don't mind the shot either way. Alright, so Jill Gardens are just taking the lead, I just noticed. We have made 3 changes. And I am a bit amused by what potentially can happen here. We feel like we're a bit all over the place at the moment. Where is the strength? Not the strength. Astra's been beaten there. They've gone for goal. That's wide. I don't mind those shots because they're kind of useless. But I'd like to see better defending, please. They got a corner. I brought Via Backstrom as well. I really hope this is not a sign of things to come. That we could just capitulate in this situation. Head the ball away. Good. Well done. No one out there. I should probably sort that out in the future. As Lehman. Okay, Maya's actually having a good game. We've just got another booking. Linköping come back to 2-2 against Malmo. And they've hit the bar. Okay. That's not... I don't like the fact they're holding on for this, for dear life. I am also going to make sure you... Yes, I'm usually using player. Easy to tackles, please. Come on. I don't want you getting sent off, please. Thank you. We won by a goal to nil, and we are in 4th place. I can see it at the bottom of the table. Okay. Hammarby lost with 4th. We've done a good job here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished in 4th place. I'm going to ignore the fact it says our best ever finish because I know that's a lie. This team has won this division 7 times. AIK won 2-1. They gave up a goal later on, but Linköping did actually survive and get to the relegation playoff for the 2nd year running. They came from 2-0 down. Even if they had lost, it wouldn't have made a difference. But also, Malmo completely bossing it is very on brand for this league at this point. I say that's a successful season, though, personally. A top 4 finish in our first season. Can't complain. Elfsborg going down. They pushed it. I mean, honestly, both the 2 teams that were in the relegation zone were so far off it at some point. And then they came back. It's ridiculous. Linköping getting 4 points in the last 2 games. Just sums up the season for some of the teams, doesn't it, really? Anyway, that's cool. Let's do more. And let's see our budgets for next year. If we get them today. I hope we get them. Also, Robertson got 10 goals, which means he gets 1.3 grand. Nice. End of season with you. They're very happy with my career. Very happy with what I did. Both the supporters and the board are ecstatic with the season. I mean, let's be honest. We were expected to be relegation strugglers. We finished in 4th place. I think, if nothing else, I've done a good job. I would like to know my budgets, though. And they want me to avoid relegation for this season. Okay, they're actually improving their expectations now. Avoid relegation. Okay. I will accept these terms. End of season, I am just going to tell players, thank you for coming. I wanted to take some time to gather our thoughts at the end of the long season. Let's talk about the season aim. Going into next season, I think we're in a good position to avoid relegation. Thank you very much. I'm happy. Nothing else I want to talk about. That's what I want to do for now. Pre-season start date is due. We are going to do the 8th of February. So that's going to be a fun time. We've got 3 months worth of stuff to do now. I've also noticed a patch coming through, by the way, which apparently means that some players' wage demands are not going to be as bad. I might hold off the video until I know that is the case, potentially. I don't know. Especially when I've got all this stuff. So, yeah. I've already told Judith I'm going to be less than her goes, so it's fine. And Miettinen and Becker's contracts are also a bit high, so we might have to get rid of some players anyway. I want to know my budgets, though. Do I have to wait until the playoffs happened? I think I need to wait until the playoffs have happened. That's slightly awkward, isn't it? Oh, okay, here we are. The first legs happened. So Linköping have won against Orkbro. So, all right, Linköping have won. So they've won in the relegation playoff for the 2nd year running, and they have survived. That being said, I should probably tell you who's actually coming up to our division now as a result of this relegation clash. Vitso and Team TGFF are the 2 teams coming up this year. G6, by the way. Remember when they were the league leaders last year? Our halfway point? They got relegated the year afterwards. It's kind of impressive, actually, that they've managed to fall off so quickly. And we get revenge. We get to have a chance to have revenge on Team TGFF. Did we ever beat them? I think we beat them last year, right? But they beat us 3-0 at our ground. We are most likely going to be the better team, so we should be able to beat them next year, right? At least one team that we should be able to bully is coming up. So that's good. So we just paid out the squad 36,000, but we made 108,000, which apparently isn't going to make much of a difference. We still only got 142,000 in the end, so oof. And the wages are now 100% over, 7% over. That's not great. But incomes of sponsorship should be better. They've lost. I don't know what's going to happen there, but we are going to have 300,000 at some point. So happy days. Also, I just realized I've got 2 players in the team of the year. Agnes Brandström and Nygren are both in the team of the year. Brandström as a right winger and Nygren as a centre midfielder. By the way, kind of ridiculous what I'm about to show you, but Brandström as a winger got 16 goals in 32 appearances. Robertson got 15 goals and Larsson got 11 goals. Goldman got 9 goals and 5 assists. She was literally 1 goal contribution away from getting bonus, by the way. I just noticed that was a thing. Oh no. Okay. Assist-wise, Nygren got 11 assists. She's also the highest average rating with a 7.37 average rating overall. And the fact that Miettinen and Larsson and Forsström all got 6 assists or more is good. Goldman getting 5 assists is really useful as well. But yeah, Hannah Lehman, for a new signing, might be my best signing I've made. I feel like if I had her for the entire year, we may have actually even done even better. I think her signing and her arrival was the difference maker for our squad. I really do. So the question's now going to be, where the hell do I place her? Do I keep her on the team? Do I put her on the bench? Also, I'm going to ignore Liv's ratings. She played twice. It was mostly in the cup, I think. Also, it was her contract. I realized that was going to get her £600 if she played. I gave her a new contract, so it's no longer a thing. Happy days. Tilda actually did it right in her loan spell. She's a bit devastated, I think, because she's now playing for a team that isn't very good. I don't think it helps her development, sadly, so maybe next year we just keep her around for the long term and have her playing in the backup role, so we can just bring her on for the bench a lot, which should be useful. Hilda Eckerberg, I don't know what she did. I should probably check. Okay, this looks like a decent run of form. 3 goals, 3 assists in 9 matches. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. I think she did all right, development-wise as well. So, is she a second-tier player now? No, still not a second-tier player, but she was doing all right. She's still only 17. Oh my god, she was in that playoff final, wasn't she? Oh, that's so unfortunate. I think she might have been injured for it. It's a bruised knee, so she wouldn't have been, but she almost got his team promoted or helped them get promoted. Cool. Happy days. But yeah, I feel like the team has actually done all right. We could do a lot better, mind you. I just want to know my budgets. Give me my budgets, please. Also, I got 1 week to give a lot of these people new contracts. Oh, that's a problem. I just noticed that was an issue. God damn it. I still don't know my budgets. Have I just been given it and I'm not shown it? Or am I stupid? Hold on. Budget. No, I've literally got no budgets yet. What are we waiting for then? Why are we waiting? Do I actually give this guy a new contract? He's on £250 a week. Is he on a professional or on a semi-professional contract? I don't even know. Is that bad? I don't know. Oh, everyone's on part-time apart from me. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, I remember why. Because I literally couldn't give anyone new contracts because they were refusing. They kept on asking for stupid money. Oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah, I remember now. That's why. Yes. Oh, for goodness sake. I still don't know my budgets. I still don't know my budgets. Oh, I remember when I got given my budgets last time. It was literally when we got promoted. We've not been given them yet. Okay, so I'm going to have to hope that we get given a budget soon, because last time we got promoted, that was when we got given a budget. So I need to get given them soonish. I just don't know when that will be the case and what we're waiting for exactly, because we're still not been given a budget yet, which is a bit alarming. I've got a problem. All right, so we've released some people, mostly people that did I mean to let him go? I just lost the coach. Okay, this is alarming. Apparently we didn't lose a coach. Who the hell did I lose then? I've lost someone. Unless it's my under-18s guy that I don't know about, which is a bit awkward if that's the case. Yes, it was my under-19s person. Okay, cool. Kin's retiring, by the way, so that's why he's not going to get a new contract. Okay, am I really about to do something stupid? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Screw you. You're not getting paid more than me. Apparently, they really want me to give this guy a new contract as the chief scout, which is interesting that that could be the case. It does say a lot that 2 of my players are sad to leave their loan spells, with Eckerberg and Ellison Norbert both sad to leave, but I'm happy that is the case. It seems like there's an opportunity to really get them implemented into the team. I just gotta hope that we can get some good players. And we get our budgets soon! I am starting to think that I'm not getting my budgets. And I don't know what to do about it. So, can I be annoyed? I feel like I'm justified in being annoyed right now, right? So you know what? I'm going to end things here on this. I don't know what my budgets are. I don't know when I'm going to get given my budgets, but as far as I'm concerned, it's one of those things I just have to pretend is going to get given to me. I like to think I'll come back for the budgets announcements sooner rather than later. We got 3 months until the season starts. Actually, 4 months until the season starts. I got to do a lot of contracts. I'm going to do it off screen until I get given my budgets or something. I don't know. Either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys like and share this video and that you'll subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. I swear, if I finish this video and I get given my budgets, I will put it in. I'm just going to say it here and now. But, good lord. Anyway, until next then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.